Oh God. Good night, guys. I'm coming. Good night. Good night. Trying to connect my thing, but I don't know, man. Good night, guys. Please to share the live. Yes. Talia, you know I haven't eaten any dinner.
Kayla?
Ayo, 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 not alone. Represent CC Live. Yeah. Oh, oh. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She against bias, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to go to CC Live. You have to listen every word. When CC attack, you're going fired. Put up on a natural life, and the truth in our life. Show if you active in your life like many verbs. Yes, she make sure say you happy with CC Life. You don't need no TV. Put up your phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And they have to show no if no but I'm here be. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspires, so make sure say you want you need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to go to CC Live.
Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna ask you please to share the video, share the live. Guys, ciao. Please to share the live. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight should be a very interesting night with the topic that I have. Zaire, hold on. You're gonna need to turn that TV down or turn it off, okay? It's too loud. People come like they want mad me. Sometimes sure. I love them dearly, but I swear. All right, guys, are you guys sharing the live? Let me just jump on my Facebook right now and see who's sharing the live, if anybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, it's a pleasure coming here Sunday afternoons and having you guys, fit me in your busy schedule. I really do appreciate it. The support. It's a pleasure. Hi, Anne Marie, Sidonie, Roxy. You can't see me? Well, you can't see me. Can you guys see me? What the heck? I am dark. Nobody said this. Still? Is it still dark? My camera on. The can't take stress it out. I swear. Why am I dark? I am right here and I'm seeing myself. Oh my God. Yo, my test the devil just had work. Pa me saying from with you know. You man walk pa me man. Still not see me. Wow. To stream. May I come, may I come. Oh my God, guys, please bear with me. I'm estimated that sometimes I can't manage the stress because throw me alone. I do all of this. So why is everything else showing except me? Oh God, I really wanted to do the live tonight, but it'll like say, but I know I don't know. Is this something wrong with my camera? What else you know? And Mary, what's up? Tell me what I say now. So, oh, may I show up panda something? Oh God. All right, so I'm seeing myself now, which is a good thing. Let me remove this background. Oh Lord, have mercy. And then all along, me swear to God say, "Una see me, una see me now." Yay! I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Look here, let me know what did I put it on the camera. God, I don't know what was going on, but all right. Whew. Oh crap, my edges then. Jeez. I just rub up my edges then. Thank you, Dre. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. As you know, I'm your girl CC, and you know, tonight I'm rocking one of my designs, Jam Rock. So, if you're not Jamaican or you're Jamaican and you're in the diaspora here or wherever you are overseas, you can reach out to me. That number underneath, that's crawling under the screen, you can reach out to that number for all your CC services, whether it's printing of, personal items, t-shirts, mugs, banners, well, not banners, t-shirts, mugs, pens, you name it, we print it over here. We also provide printing, or we do printing for special occasions like birthdays, anniversaries, memorials, showers, bridal showers, baby showers, gender reveal, you name it, we print it. And also, I do events hosting, like, you'll see it running under the screen as well. So for your weddings and your birthday parties, I'm a girl to, make you have a fun-filled and memorable night. Also, I'm a notary public, so if you have documents that you need notarized, you can reach out to me. I also do immigration consultancy services. You can reach out to me for that. Also, tax season is approaching. We do a little of that. And what else? We do a whole heap of things. And of course, if you don't know already, I'm an author and I wrote a book, 31 Days Inspirational Race. It's there on Amazon. All right. Restore, Affirm, Claim, and Execute. It's a very good book, especially for people who are experiencing hard times. So just run over to the different places and support. Also, you can find me, what a bigger. You can, yes, you can follow me on the different platforms, to reach out and get more information. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. So, like you can see, the topic is, oh God, what is the topic? The sad reality of social media and what's going on. So, I don't know why I only have 3 shares, and there are quite a few people watching live. You know, sometimes I don't like on unruly. People can't ask enough if you don't know how to do it. I don't get y'all. Is it so hard to just click share? Like, come on. Some of y'all, I mean, me knowing everybody I watch me is a fan, but good gosh, I want to believe that I have more people who care about me and seeing me and getting into what I have to say than those who are just watching to see what my Avan and to see what my old steak. I don't say everybody I watch me like me. We don't discover that long time and I care zero. So just hit share, it won't kill you if you hit the share button. All right. Thank you very much. All right, two more somebody just share. Cause me I follow up, me I watch you like the card, me I keep up with like the Kardashian them. Anyways, guys, so if you are living in Jamaica or have any ties at all to Jamaica, maybe watch the news or you follow the Gleaner and the Observer like myself, you must have seen that popular influencer, as they call her, who they found her body. Was it on Friday or Thursday? I don't even remember when it was, but I only have one adjective for the situation, and it's sad. I want to know how many people know about the story so I can know if it makes sense for even talk about the story because I'm alone not going to talk the whole night. How much charge? How much for my charger? Give me some emojis if you are aware of what I'm talking about. Zaire. Sorry if you're walking out of life, people. Zai. Where's the charger? Can somebody charge it? I need the charger for you. Somebody charge it. I don't know because I don't see it in here.
Why? I never saw the charger.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen that charger.
Maybe another charger can charge it. Close the door. Close the door and hurry up and bring it back. Yes, so anybody, have you guys seen it? Somebody say, I don't hear nothing. I heard about it. Let me use my phone because I can't see about it. So Craig same hear about it. Lisa never hear about it. Felicia hear about it. Roxy hear about it. Anybody else hear about it? Anyways, so when I was spelling that, I try to figure out who hear about it or who not hear about it. Who not hear about it, boy, I tell you, who not miss nothing. To be honest, to keep a sane mind in this place, you really, I was saying to myself today, like, I think I need to stop. Like, honestly, I am on social media because, that's how I make my bread, because majority of the support I get is not from people. You turn off my life. It's not from people who I know. Majority of the support that I get is from people whom I don't know. So, that's why I keep a social media presence. But had it not been for that, I possibly would have come off. Social media is extremely sad. It is, put it on the table. It's extremely sad, and sorry, can you put it on the bottom, please? Set it properly. Like I say, I better me can do in the sense of business because like I said, this is how I do my thing. That's why I'm not come off. For the most part, I close the door. I post, but I don't linger. Zaire, close the door. I will post things, but I don't linger because it when me tell us that social media is sad, me not say it, to deter anybody, and I'm not exaggerating either. It's really a sad platform to be on, especially in a time like this. You jump on Instagram and you just say what's her name, Slickiana's death. Yeah, let's say the 3 kids that were burnt in the fire being buried. Their mom, went missing a year ago. I saw another story of a husband who lost his wife today, I think, heading to Montego Bay to celebrate their anniversary. This other youth that had 16 subjects, I guess he chose the wrong path. You're gonna see his death. Like there are so many sad stories. The schoolgirl who died from the arms of another schoolgirl was buried yesterday. I want to tell you, Instagram started this weekend until like I said to myself, so this can't be life. It can't be life. And in terms of Slickiana, somebody was saying that, it happens all the time to young girls, but it's just because, she's out there, and the public knows her. She has a social media presence, and that is why her death is so common. And there's no lie to that. No lies were told, because if we go back and into our memory and remember Jasmine Dean, that legally blind young lady who went missing 2-3 years ago, and it caught the public's attention, but we know Jamaica, certain things get highlighted and we just drop it because politicians and member of parliaments and everybody go, talk about it, and because the public, the citizens, they're angry, and so they need to feed into that notion that, hey, we care so much and we're going to do something, until 9 days later, it's a 9-day talk, so nobody now talk about it after 9 days, and so the case goes cold. The amount of cold case in Jamaica, I don't know how they not have winter down there. The amount of cold case there in Jamaica, I'm surprised they don't have winter down there. They're supposed to cold like Antarctica, because everything goes cold, especially when you don't have money. And then we're gonna speak about Donnelly, who died 3 months ago, possibly. Another social media influencer. I don't even know why them call them influencers, because I never heard anything about those females until they died. But then again, maybe too many on social media. But I guess them influence, them have a certain audience that they influence. Either way you take it, they're all beautiful souls, and the way their lives were taken, it's very unfortunate. We don't know, the results of what happened to Jasmine Dean, but come on, we have to think, we have to think logical, and just act like we have sense. At some point in time, we feel like, we feel like she's no longer here. Christy Dan says it's not social media, see, it's a bad begotten people who no have no morals. I think the social media presence adds to it, because whether we want to believe it or not, the hate is real. And that is why I would never come sit here whenever, whether it's a Sunday night or whatever night, and act naive and think that everybody that watches me like me. We have to just think like human beings. We know that there's good, we know that there's bad, we know that there's evil, we know the ins and the out of this world. And so we know that there are people who will dislike you just because you look a certain way, you speak a certain way, you have a certain aura, you have a certain presence. People will dislike you for things that you put no effort into. People will dislike you for qualities that are innate. You understand me? And so when you put yourself out there and the world gets to see you, they will dislike you for that. Yes, if you're unknown, you're just a regular little person stashed in a corner. Nobody knows about you. Nobody really cares, unless it's, your immediate circle. But in a case, for example, like me or whoever else, and I come here and this right here is a talent. Not every single person can sit in front of a camera and come and have an entire discussion for an hour and a half or two. Not everybody has that ability to do it, and so it is a gift. And for me, I believe it was innate, because I didn't go to school to learn to speak publicly. Did I take courses that would have enhanced my social media presence and my public speaking presence? Yes. When I was doing my master's, I did a leadership master's. So of course, leaders, as leaders, we address the crowd and we do certain things. But separate and apart from that, people will just hate you for things that you literally have no control over, things that you don't even see as anything, but they see it as everything. And if them can't take you out, them can't take you out. I personally believe that the killings of the more attractive females, when I put attractive in quote, because these are females who are on Instagram. Or, when you say Instagram, we know the Instagram modelers, and we know them just put a name brand, them half naked for most of the time, but it's always name brand and a different wig, and them over yes and them over this. And I think that has heightened the amount of killings that we've seen. And let me say, yes, I'm not gonna lie, other young girls go missing. They do. But no Jamaica stay, and everybody know a gunman and I wash gunman clothes, and then can't talk because they know them talk a reprisal and blah blah blah. And everybody wants to feel liberated living in a place of complete war and chaos. People now gonna say certain things. So we have to take what we know, what makes it to the media, and we have to jump on it, and hopefully it can shine light on those cases that go cold, or those cases that nobody ever hears about. But if we're being honest, there's an increase in these things, in these killings, and rarely is justice ever served. Case in point, What the heck happened to Donnelly? I hate the way our Jamaican or the Jamaican system handles certain things. And when a certain kind of societal member is attached to a certain thing, then they can't put too much attention on that. But if it's a regular man do certain things, them are gonna find him and them are gonna beat him and them are gonna do jungle justice, or I'm gonna go court and I'm gonna get tried and I'm gonna spend some time in a court. But when somebody were out there in the spotlight, it's like it's just sad. I'm a young lady, I heard that she died and she left her son. Anyway, I take it, it's sad. Donnelly, Jasmine Dean and Anika, because her right name is Anika. Anyway, I take it either way. It's just sad. And I know that most of my following, is a more mature crowd, which, I'm super, super grateful for, because, it tells me that I'm saying something and I'm doing something right, for my following to be this old. I just wish the young people, would have probably channel in, because maybe they could learn a thing or two. I think we all have the choice to be Instagram models if we wanted to. We could all show up on a beach in a swimsuit every single day, or at a different hotel, or in a different country, and we all have the choice to do certain things. But I think some of us realize by now, or some new from the get-go, that a certain lifestyle comes with a certain kind of attraction, and a certain kind of attraction can be fatal. And so we choose to not do certain things. I have the body to be out there doing certain kind of things. It's not me. It's not in me. I don't find joy in it. I've never tried it, but I don't think I would find the joy in it. There are times when I'm just a little skimpy, but for the most part, I'm clothed. And I love it like this. It has nothing to do with me being married. I think it's more about, the line of business that I'm in, and more so my daughters. You understand me? So all we're going to come talk about CC and married, I can't do this, I can't do that. Look, no for una get bun because you don't know dress right, and that's my kind of man's go no bun. Me now walk with me two pum pum jar them out the door, so I think it should be a big problem. Anyways, that is that. But I think that, that it's certain the killings have heightened, and it's because of, I think it's because of the jealousy and the rage that, abodes in both men and women. Because when you look at certain way, and a man a try a fire and him can't get you. We don't know what going on. We don't know what going on a female. And I said to the day, I whole heap of mad people I walk up and a clean clothes. Whole heap of mad people walk up and a clean clothes. Because mentally, and I think COVID added to it, because I think people, I think COVID did us both a justice and an injustice, because I think a lot of people, we were all forced to, basically run for cover, hide inside our houses. We were not, we were not required to see people for a while. We weren't exposed. We were just exposed to ourselves. So some people took the time of quarantine, to find themselves, while I think others lost themselves. Because if you look at some of the recent killings, like, and even, behavior of children in school, like, you have to say to yourself, said, this not right. What's going on here? What triggered this? You understand me? Somebody said, God, that's my eyes them bad. People heart gone cold nowadays. I know nowadays, sweetie. Remember say from Bible days, remember say Cain did kill his own brother because of jealousy, So I don't know. These things have been going on since forever, but I'm trying to make you guys see that there is a correlation, especially when we look at the females that are dying. There's a correlation between, social media and the killings. You understand me? There is one. And so, I'm exploring every single body to, you just be careful. Like, even for me, I don't take nothing lightly, because there's rarely ever a time when I step outside and I don't meet people who, hey, CC, this is not CC, and them come, either them hug me, or them say hi, or you ask me for a picture, whatever the situation is. You understand me? I'm not a big bad celebrity, but at the same time, I'm still aware of my surroundings. I try to stay focused, especially when I'm outside, because you never know who is who. Sometimes people eat you, like myself, things where you don't even know about. People eat for qualities where you have. People hear things boy and them eat for that. Man, I send out hit for killer, and him don't even know where my killer for him just get paid for killer and just go kill you. I'm saying to be super, super careful. We have to be careful in what we post. We have to be careful in when we post. One time, gone are the days, I used to, I'd be sitting down having dinner and I would tag a location. I don't do those things no more because you don't know who they're nearby whenever I like and we come do something. We saw that rapper died the other day. They were in a restaurant and the girlfriend tagged the location. Thieves came up, killed him, took his jewelry, and they left. Like it's really, really not safe. Social media gives it's a platform. It has it's good and it has its bad because that means I guess a whole heap of people make their money. But at the same time, I think a lot of lives have been lost just because of this social media thing because there's too much information being disseminated and people are gonna take that information. People are gonna decode it in different ways. Yes, I'm sitting at a restaurant having lunch with my boyfriend. It's just you expressing your love and everything, but the next one I gonna see it as an opportunity for rob. So we have to be careful how we use these kind of things. We have to be careful. And it's just really sad. When I see these deaths, especially of the young women, like I put myself in their shoes and I'm like, this could have been me. Don't for a second think it couldn't be you. It could have been you. Plain and simple, it could have been you. You understand me? Had you chosen a certain lifestyle, of course it could have been you. But with you choose a different lifestyle, and you could still go to a certain way. I just feel like the way that these young girls are going missing. I think the nature of the crimes are so heinous. So for like Donnelly, I don't even think they have found the body yet. They have not found the body, and but we're presuming that she probably was chopped up or something. And I think that is so painful. Then for this young girl, they found her body in water. And based on the video that I saw, it doesn't seem as if she had on a lot of clothing. And I'm saying to myself, like, me don't know. I don't see one person on this earth who me hate to the point where we could have killed them. Me not have them live like hatred in me. I pray to God every single day, keep my heart clean and free from evil because it is easy to dwell upon things, especially when people have wronged you. But I try in all cases to remember that vengeance is not mine. I have no business in seeking vengeance. That's the Lord's business. I mean, I want jumping on God's business. I mean, I want enough of myself and jumping on God's business. I mean, no me go get no problem. So I try to leave that to the Lord. And I pray about my situations. There are people who have wronged me, who may feel like this, who may feel like style me. But I try not to stroke my ego because I know that the ego is always seeking a win. The ego not like to lose. And once you can think comprehensively and understand that it's always the ego forcing you to do things that will either end in a win or lose, then you will stop. Sometimes you just have to let things go. Have you ever heard the saying, go with the flow? Sometimes you have to just go with the flow. As simple as it sounds and as cliche as it sounds, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Because nothing up yourself might cause if you diss a man and you go diss a man and a man have nothing to live and a man come take your 3 pints and take your family members them and at what cost? The reprisal would have been senseless for you. Had you just let it go, walked away, you would have been good. So every single time I find myself in a situation, I realize that the ego is very, very involved. I just leave it. When I tell you that I've changed significantly and I'm so proud of myself because gone are the days when if you were on my live or you commented on any one of my videos or pictures and you said something that I didn't believe was to my liking, I would have just dipped you up. I would have either made it public or I would have messaged you one away or I would have blocked you. I mean, I still block people because, I tell myself that as much as, how my peace of mind is everything and everything at all costs to protect it. If it comes to the point where I have to block you, I'll block you. I don't care if I lose followers, but you're not going to come disturb something with me work so hard to find. With me, I try sustain and maintain at the same time. You're not going to come with a little evil, miserable, angry, non-ambitious self and come try to stress me over so behind your keypad because 10 out of 10 times, I don't know who you are and I don't know what it is that you're going through, but I will not grant you permission to leave from wherever you come disrupt my life. This is my life and you have no permission to disrupt it. I won't grant you access either. If you're stepping at the party and realize that the party is not enough your genre of music I play, me I go take you up because I'm not gonna stop playing the music to find your genre. You understand? Me not try please nobody, it's not a people pleaser. So I am aware that whilst I entertain, educate, motivate, and inspire a lot of people, there are people out there who are not so fond of me. So there are, and I used to post a lot. I don't know if you guys realize, I used to post a lot, a lot. And I realize, say, people like if you have a business page, you'll really, Facebook gives you the analytics. So it will tell you how many people your post reach or how many engagement and certain things. And you post a lot picture, you realize, say, you get that may have 88,000 followers. I'm gonna post a picture. The picture probably not gonna get more than 1,000 or 2,000 likes. But when you check the analytics behind the scenes, you realize that 50,000 people saw it. And those are the things I said to myself, say, I know I reach people, but not everyone is genuine or kind enough to stop by and give a like or give a shout out. And so, even with those things, they have taught me to be more interested in self, enlightened self-interest. I'm big on that because I don't go out in the public to seek love and to seek likes. I love myself. I'm interested in myself. My appearance matters to me. It no matter what anybody else want think or say. And that is why when people try to call me down and name me on social media, it not bother me. It come like you talk to one wall. It come like you talk to that piece of book, to that piece of furniture here, because it now come in for even internalize and go out. You understand me? I'm aware of a lot of things. A lot of these young ladies, they are on social media and me really don't want to say attention them I seek, but they get the attention. Not that their objective is to seek it, but they do get it. But like we know, what kind of attention are we getting? And we have to be aware, say, and everybody will watch our friends them, and everybody will see we and heal we and say, Ray, really like with some people just when people realize that them can't be you, they will try to eliminate you from out of the equation and try to take a split your place, which we know is not possible. But people aren't thinking coherently, and so they'll do things. I've had people in my life who've tried to literally, I don't know, do everything that I do. I've had friends that more than one come to me and say, boy, see that friend that come like to take your skin off of you. I've had had people who come up to me and say, boy, see, but the other person in your place, but me, some things that be here and me and say to myself, say, this person you can't tell a lie because the only way this person could know these things is unless somebody that person when I'm telling to be aware of said something. And so I am not naive anymore. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I realize too many times it ends up in the doubt and it doesn't serve me. And that is why, nowadays I live for me. I don't live for nobody on social media, nobody at all. I realize, say, life has become more peaceful when I read into the nasty comments. I look and I see the positive ones, and I like and I love, and or I comment back on it. But when I see the nasty one, there are times when I leave them because I have some real loyal disciples who are going to jump on them case and fix their business and make them know that this is not the one, the two, nor the three. And there are times when I'll just erase the comment, because, I'm not trying to create I'm not trying to create an argument over here. I'm not trying to create a streak. I don't really want my followers them to deteriorate from the good way I try to at times. So this is the life where me choose. But we have to understand, so when we're on social media and we choose a certain kind of lifestyle, life changes for us. You understand me? A whole heap of jealousy and hatred out there. And you can't walk around, looking nice and beautiful and act like say, and everybody is for you. The guy that, they have in question, I don't know. I was reading some Instagram comments and, I saw a young lady, she wrote that, that same guy, had, given her an invitation or an offer to pick her up at the airport, if she ever decided to visit Jamaica. I guess I want to go face boy. I don't like face man, I tell my husband every day, I don't know how I end up with him because I like when my man them ugly bad. I can't at the pretty man them. Because imagine him no woman from nowhere in my offer to come pick her up from airport. And she said, she followed her intuition, and that's another thing too. A whole heap of we have intuition, I wouldn't now follow them. Hey Jay. And I always say your intuition is that voiceless voice. Yes, it's an oxymoron, but it is so true because it's a voice that you hear on the inside that nobody else hears and normally picks up something that even you or somebody else can't pick up. So when you follow when your intuition I dig in and say don't do this, or it's nudging you and say to go there, as opposed to here, you need to follow it. I hear, I've always heard it that, there are times when, all people that say, like people can feel them dead. Sometimes, some people say, they make some statements, and in retrospect, you're saying, then they didn't know say Maga dead, then she didn't know say she dead. It's that intuition where whole heap of people ignore. I've ignored it times and times over, and I've lost people out of my life. But I'm presuming that those were people who had to go, people who needed to go. And I don't want to say I didn't have the courage, but I probably did not have the vision to see that, these people needed to go. And so, certain things had to happen. Jay says, see, it seemed like she knew the guy because she never told her best friend about being with the man. Plus, she took a suitcase to sleep over in Moby X. Listen, I don't know what it is, Jay, and I'm not sure if I want to know. All I have to say to any one of you ladies watching me right now, just to be careful. Social media personality or not, just be careful. If you're on the media a lot, we probably hear about your disappearance or your death. And if you're just a regular Jane will live down the street, your case could probably go cold. We don't really want a cold case. I wouldn't want to publicize that. We just don't want any death overalls. We just, we just want to open Instagram one day. I would tell people something, not really go upon them something that, but know it kind of sound rough. And I said, you're probably asking yourself, how? How is it even possible? Let me try to pin this because I can't pin it from a phone. But how is this even possible that, she's a social media personality and, she not really jump on Instagram and Facebook and them something all the time? Me have my reasons. In order for me to even try maintain my peace of mind, I can't follow through with certain things. I know I can't do it. I not go try because it's either it. So it's either insanity over here or sanity over here. So I'm going to always choose sanity. At all times and whatever cost, I'm going to always choose my sanity. Because when we tell us a peace of mind is a hell of a thing, it's a beautiful thing. If we follow social media any at all, and I'm pretty sure you all do because, you're here. Chanel Muir, who I think one of the baddest female artists them ever. She's a Cancerian as well. Yeah, she was born July. I forgot the date. But I love her. My best friend know that I'm not a music person. I'm gonna really have artists like that. My artists are gonna be Beres and Bojo, and them man that was can sing some real reggae tune, I can rap too. But we tell them I love Chanel Muir's music to death. It's like she have some really good songs. She's an artist. She puts art into her work. And when I hear the girl come on social media come ball out and say she will never be happy in the world of dancehall, you must know. She was out there. She's, I don't know what she's doing right now, but maybe she's making the transition, to leave dancehall and for going. But you can't get peace of mind when you take on one certain kind of lifestyle. And that is why me gonna always be Miss CC over here, sorry, work thing. Whether I want somebody to watch it live or I told somebody to watch it, I go stray from my content. The topics might differ here and there, but my content will always remain the same because if I'm not educating, I'm supposed to entertain in a manner where even the baby and the bird supposed to get and watch and not feel offended, or may I inspire, or may I motivate. I will always be those things and do those things because then bring me peace of mind. You understand it? Then bring me peace of mind. And like it or not, a lot of you have learned a lot from me. And in turn, I have learned a lot from you as well. And I am grateful. But I choose this simple lifestyle because I realize that another lifestyle might come with, it might be a bit more hectic. And I don't know if I have the patience or the will or the know-how on how to deal with a certain kind of lifestyle. So as long as I have food on my table, as long as my phone bill pay, as long as I have my little job, as long as I can get my little gig here and there, as long as I book them myself, me all right with this. Do I want to do more in life? Yes, the world bigger, but I want to travel up a country. But you're not gonna find me. I try cannot one man over here, so if you fly me go to Paris, and one next man over here, so if you fly me go to the Caribbean. You're not gonna find me do certain things. If I'm able to do it for myself, I will do it. I can't do it now, but I'll work my butt off and I'll get to a certain point. When you're jumping on a certain kind of lifestyle, you are forced to do certain things because you can't repeat the same clothes. You can't have on your wig too long. Hot girl couldn't have in me. Me not really me not consider myself a hot girl. Me is definitely not a dolly because dolly them now wear them here a 5 weeks gone. Me having this, I'm proud of it because I $250 I pay for it. I'm not tell a lie. Me I go wait for the next couple of weeks. So me not take out this till about mid-November. So certain kind of lifestyle, my pocket can't facilitate it. It means I'm gonna have to go find one nice money man, whether I'm cute or not, for help me maintain the hype. And we know so the maintenance it not come cheap because you have to dash over here, so you have to zigzag, you have to bend over, you have to contact, you have to do this, you have to do that. That not makes it me. I've never found it fascinating to live off anybody at all. I've never found it fascinating to be out there and boastfully saying, "Oh, I have to repeat." But tell my best friends, I need to go out more so that I can get the opportunity to repeat my clothes. Why would I repeat what me buy? Make it make sense. I don't know. My hard working money, why would I have to repeat when me buy? A true life, like life is so scary on the outside and things not cheap. I can't take all of my money I buy ticket or restaurant or food or restaurants. I always I go out there and I go here and there. But me pray to God for the opportunity so I can repeat my clothes then. Because I'm my clothes then. No, do it, I can't contact them, I don't even go try. My clothes them, so me want to repeat them. You understand me? Me don't want the lifestyle where every day if you have blue wig, me a Maggie in the blue wig, me a Cindy in the purple wig, me a Sally in the red one, me a Sue in the black one. Me can't manage with a different personas. That is insanity. I don't think I'd be able to even keep up with myself. Just thinking about it, I feel lost. Like 10 different me. Me can't keep up with it. You understand? Me not even go try. Like I said, them lifestyle, they're not fascinating to me. Lisa said, I'm worrying if social media is the danger. It's not the complete. I would not blame it totally on social media, but it plays a role, of course. It plays a role because a lot of these people that them go missing nowadays. Not for the people and where what we hear say kill them off or them gone missing with. These are people, if you check it out, if you check the background story, they didn't know them from day one. For them, they meet on social media and they didn't know them, or you go to you meet somebody and then you add them to your Instagram or your Facebook and then scroll through them stalking for the old lady. Say Felicia like 50 of my man the photos because she go through it and she try to catch up and she try to know him. I would not put the blame solely on social media, but is it a contributing factor? Clearly. There are so many different ways in which we can test our hypotheses, and we will prove that it is an additive to these situations, to these court cases, to these hot cases. It is a contributing factor. There's no denial about it. There's no denying it. We not even try for growing it. Wouldn't try. Angela says social media shows a lot of individuals that are very unbalanced, which is very, very serious. Jay Pretty says a mix between various platforms and people are using it. Of course, and when we say social media, people, so what social media has done over the years, is increased communication. So there's a total incline when you think increase or when you think about communication, because gone are the days when it was just 3310. So if you never really know a man, you couldn't get his number. If you never know a man, and you have the number, you'd know that person there. But nowadays, if you have your profile open, people can just go on and just follow you and then start sending a message. And social media has opened the lines significantly. And it has created, communication for so many different people, the sane and the insane, the good and the bad. And there are times when you don't even know a person behind the keyboard. And it fathoms me every single day. Like, how can you just go down and meet a total stranger? Listen, this is not me saying that anybody has met total strangers. No, I'm wanting to follow the line of conversation because so my name is Carl. But I said that, but it has opened the lines of communication so much. And so that, you have more people and more people. Like I said, me have 88 followers. Me not gonna ever meet 88. Well, me not say me not gonna ever meet 88,000 people in my life. But because when things get bigger, but just bustle like one of them big kite. Me gonna meet. I'll be speaking in front of thousands. Yeah, you understand me? But me not have a recollection of 88,000 people when me know in my life. Me don't even think me don't even know 8,000 people. Me don't even know 800 people. Me don't even know if sure to God if me don't really know 80 people. You understand me? So that is what social media has done. And because it gets to people's head sometimes, people just get carried away and think that everybody, and people like up them picture and people and this. And I think it boosts the ego so much. It's sad. Like today when my brethren them come link me and we are talking and I say, yo, a whole heap of time in go and people are, talk about CC or people are showing video about CC and I say, yo, people them don't even know and I say to me, say, yo, you just think you're regular, you need to stop downplay yourself. And I looked at him and I said, T, I am not downplaying myself. I know that I'm well known. And I know that I'm loved and I know that I'm admired and I know that a lot of people emulate me. But what I try my best not to do is to let this get to my head. Because think about it, this could have get to my head long time, because of what I do, I've met a lot of media personalities and a lot of people know me. Because I make it get to my head long time, but we can't afford for nothing when it makes sense getting to my head. Look how my head big already. Imagine my head I get any bigger than this. But I'm gonna look like Jimmy Neutron or Lil Bill. But I try to look so I try to keep my little cute face. So I'm gonna make certain things get to my head. You understand me? At no point in time do I think I'm regular. No, I'm not regular. I'm not basic either. And I understand that the information and the content that I put out is received by a lot, and it's received in the manner, in which I really, I'm impressed and I am grateful. But me not gonna make it get to me. Imagine me, I walk around every day and I tell myself, so, oh, I'm a big celebrity, I'm a big celebrity. But now I go out and I carry on with things. I take a look up paycheck, I have bodyguard, we don't need bodyguard. People have to understand the mind strong. I don't think people understand it. Your mind is so powerful. Your mind acts based off what you tell it to do. You understand me? So me go tell myself, say me I big this, me I big that, me I try to follow the dollar them, me I try to follow the hot girl, and I go take all of my money buy name brand and I sleep one bed when I have head. And me I go deny me put them on certain things because me I feel facilitate a certain lifestyle. Either me I use my money, me take a next man money, and me I go mash up my family because me can't spend the time with my family and me out this or with this and my, no. So me nah don't play my little fear. Me nah don't play it. It's always in my head. But at the same time, I am aware that it can get to me to the point where I lose myself. I'm not trying to lose myself. Because I think never easy to find. So I try to hold on upon me dearly. Because I'm not trying to lose myself. All right. Jay said communication is a lot easier now than ever before and and on a complete different level. The dark side is actually scary. Nicole is saying, way to go, nothing get to your head. No, girl, me can't make nothing get to my head. Me not go do it. I always tell women, say, if you know you don't want a man, not taking things them. A whole heap of times, whole heap of young woman ended and that because, a man got enraged because, he was spending on her and she had somebody else and, oh God, it's just sad. Listen, me not say that, me wanted to understand, me not try to create a relationship between the young lady's dead and a money man. But, we're speaking in general, just in general. A lot of people meet man on social media and them create this, they create a relationship or a bond and, them take what them can get and then so they can take, what them can get from the person. It's more like, it would have come like a barter system. You give me something, I give you something. But at some point in time, somebody's gonna feel like they're being robbed, and it creates an imbalance in the relationship. And like me say, know what going on people head. You don't know. You just don't know. When people feel used and abused, they get triggered. And the emotion that is aroused is anger. Above all, the emotion that is triggered is anger. And like I was telling to my coworkers the other day that you have this, I think he's a psychotherapist, Daniel Goldman. I'm not sure exactly what he is. I have books that he has written. But he has a book called Emotional Intelligence. I lent the book to somebody and I never give it back. So I'm gonna like lend out book. But he spoke about the amygdala hijack. The amygdala is a part of the nervous system, and for 10 seconds when we get angry, her or amygdala, it's like we've hijacked our amygdala. And so he calls it the amygdala hijack because for 10 seconds you are angry, and if you can't control that anger, it leads you to do things that are irreparable for 10 seconds. So what he suggested or what he prescribed was to count to 10. Whenever you get angry, just count to 10. And if you can make it to 10, either you're going to count 1 to 10 or 10 to 1, if you can make it, you will end up saving yourself from causing irreparable damage. You understand me? And that is something that I practice, even in traffic. I don't know who like traffic. Me hate traffic bad. Trial bad driving at traffic. Oh God, ignorant more you than never thinks that means somebody were educated or intelligent any time at all. Because me go probably read out one toilet roll a bad word, and I'm gonna behave one certain kind of way. But I've learned that anger is temporary, and in the heat of it, it can cause you to do things that are permanent. And so I don't entertain my anger. Whenever I see it trying to surface, I either sing, I'm gonna know me can't sing, I will count to 10. But no, learning about the theory of the amygdala hijack, it has helped me in so many different ways. And that is why knowledge is power. I read, a lot of people don't read, and a lot of people feed into their anger. If you are not a reader, I would advise you to, grab a book from Eckhart Tolle, or grab one of Daniel Goldman's book, because or listen to some Les or some Joel Osteen or some Jim Rohn or some Tony Robbins or something, because I'm telling you, knowledge is power. And if you're walking around knowledgeless, you end up doing things. Not to say people where not to say readers, people who are avid readers and people who are, intelligible, and people who have a certain level of intellect don't do certain things. Yes, they do, but if you check the statistics, it's low. The ratio between, the knowers and the unknowers, there's a great disparity. You understand me? There's a disparity, and it's great. It's grave as well. It's so wide and separate apart that you can look at it and you see it right there and then. But a lot of people who commit, instantaneous acts, it's because of the amygdala hijack, and then don't know about it, and then they just count to 10. When people, when you're angry and somebody says, "Boy, just count to 10, just cool down," and you count to 10, it helps. A whole heap of man where they are prisoner would have tell us, say, honestly, if they just walk away and probably count to even 5, wouldn't kill a man, I would not spend my life in a prison. Women who snap at their husbands and kill them would have tell us, say, if they count to 10. Men who do the same to their wives would have tell us about if they count to 10. Just don't entertain that moment of anger, because it will cause you to do things that you can't come back from. It will have caused you to do damages that you can't repair. Do not feed into your anger. Do not feed into certain things. And the problem nowadays with a lot of people, especially the young people, they can't see more than what's in front of them. So all them say, the fancy lifestyle and the lace wig right as on no one, and the 6 or 10 inch stilettos, and the nails and the lashes, and they can't see more than what's in front of them. But like I try to teach even my children as young as they are, I used to say to them, say, when I was your age, there was no YouTube, there was no Instagram, there were certain things that we We couldn't even conceptualize them because we didn't know that the world would take such a change or such a turn. But what I know is that what is right in front of me right now is not for the rest of my life. It's not for the rest of my lifetime here on earth, because things are going to change drastically in a very, very dynamic way as well. Because Instagram is what we know to be. How many times have Instagram made updates? How many times have Facebook, WhatsApp made updates? These things won't remain the same for now. And so I don't try to just see what's in front of me. I try to look beyond. I try to forecast the possibility of things going left as opposed to going right, or going straight or going up as opposed to going down. That's how I try to live my life. And so I don't feed into certain things. I don't feed into social media and the kind of hype lifestyle, because I know say a time I go come when I something else, or even if it's still social media, it's going to be something different. That's what I try to do. We have to be cogent beings. We can't just walk around with head power body and we act like bobble-head dolls, like not thinking. We have the capacity to think cognitively, to make coherent decisions, choices. Why are we walking around as if we're dolls and we're programmed and we can't do anything for ourselves? We can't think logically on our own. Why? It don't make no sense, because this I got change. This is just in the moment. This is just now. 20 years ago, there was no Instagram. There was none of this. So you really believe that 20 years further, it's going to be the same thing? No, things are going to change, and they're going to change radically as well. So try to see more than what's in front of you. Try to see beyond that. And I'm telling you, people will change their lifestyle. Like I said, that's why I not choose a certain kind of lifestyle, because me not ask nobody. Me have the dolly body. Yeah, but me not have the dolly brain, because I just feel like dollies can't think. I have what they call the dolly body. We have the shape, we have the figure. But me not go jump in the dolly trajectory with me see where you know if you try to live up a certain lifestyle. You know, you have one man over there, say you might have one over there, say you can't do to post one man, because if you post a man, that one, you're going to say them, go chop off your neck or two your finger. Them. I mean, I want to try to live that. We know say that it come with. We not pinpoint nobody, because I don't know nobody personally. But we know say that it come with. It not the dollar manual there. We can't read it if we want. Do we have to follow what it says? No. Because we know we're not fool. We know a certain kind of lifestyle come with. We have sense in it. We have the street smartness, and we have the book smart. Be blessed with both. So whilst I have the body and the build and everything for God to act like a dolly, the nana brain, and that the difference between the dolly and them. I have the body, but I not have the brain. I have the dolly brain. I have the sense of a brain. I got to tell me, say, see, if you choose a kind of lifestyle, you go get what the dog get. And we all know that the dog got plucked and lost all its feathers, and the dog don't look good without its feathers. So why me don't want to go get what the dog get? Me not try to lose my life. Me personally not try to lose my life. You understand me? Because me don't know. I personally don't know what lies beyond this life. But for right now, life nice. I'm not trying to figure out nothing else anywhere else. If life nice over there, so when I reach me, I go say, Judge, I me know. Say I saw it nice, and I probably come a little bit quicker. But to it nice over here, so to me, just I go try enjoy it here. So until, because what if no life not over there? What we don't know? It is the unknown, and it's that I have a fear of dying, because I know that I have to die. It's just a matter of when, where, and why. I may not know them questions, and I can't answer. So for now, I'm going to try to live my life the right way. I'm going to try not to piss off nobody, because nowadays people easy bad to piss off. Yeah? You know, if you look past somebody too hard and they're pissed. Me quick for apologize now, slow to anger, and quick for apologize. And me try to keep my tongue in my head at all times, because you know, say a soft answer, turn it away, right? I mean, I try to use something grievous to stop nobody anger, because me can't fight. I mean, I have bulletproof skin. My skin is not alligator skin. One gunshot can't take me down in a matter of moments. So I'm not try to argue with nobody. I have a friend who lost his son. I don't know if I've spoken about it. The 17th of September. You know, he does some car service, and I don't know what happened, but I forgot to read about the message where him sent me. But it had to do, there was an altercation between his son, who's the owner, of the vehicle, and another guy who I guess wanted to rent the vehicle. And I think the guy provided a fake driver's license or something. And as opposed to the guy just walking away, he tried to confront the dude and then just shot him in the chest. Him they left him two people, them left him father and him mother in the morning, and they left him two sisters. Certain things are worth it. Sometimes you don't know what in a people mind, you don't know in a people head. Me not try stand up in an altercation with nobody. Me no. Me not have the words to argue. Cause one time me get angry, me stutter. I mean I like myself a stutter, so me don't even try get angry. I mean I have no gun for shoot nobody, and even me have a gun, me know say it not take nothing for somebody shoot me too. Some of we too big and we too bad and we love to please with ego too much, and it's gonna be the death away. Just like how social media contributes to a lot of debt, with ego I go push someone in some situation. I'm gonna try my best for them to make it not be me. Because like I said, life too nice. And me not ready for go yet. But if it's God's willing, can't take me at any point in time. But me personally, me not ready for go yet. Life nice, bad. Me I try enjoy it. So me I go try not for this nobody. Me I go try not to take nobody things, because when you take the people and things and you can't give them back nothing is a problem. The barter system, like we know from back in the Western days, them the barter system is the giving of goods and exchanging of goods and services without the use of money. Nowadays, exchange of goods and services are going and well, no exchange now go on because you only have receivers and givers. So me just receive. So I'm gonna give. What me think the giver go get upset at one point in time. The giver want things. The giver go want back something, though. Think about it. If me just there, so every day I just have some money. I'm just give. So I mean, and not there for replenish the stock. Nobody now give me. At one point in time, I go run out. So when I have somebody constantly, I give something and get, and I know say something where him can get, because in a female, I look at vagina, you're supposed to can just get, so I not get. If I have a problem with that, worse, you know, say I dash it past somebody else, I have a problem. And that's why I always tell the young man, and so stop take the man them something if you don't want them. Because someone love to talk about sugar daddy and you can't them about this and them about that. Oh no, some people don't have nothing to live for. Sometimes I don't allow the people them have a live for when they, so in that take for them kill you. Because when you not make them feel comfortable or loved or give them, you're not satisfied whatever it is that they're lacking. It takes nothing for them to just wipe you out, because them feel like them have that right. They feel entitled to that right. Yeah, me I give me things I should not give me in the front. Boom, bam, bam, bang, you're dead. You understand me? I go kill somebody for you, and it just not make no sense. But when I say all of young people lazy nowadays, all of them not like work, they just want to have man give them things, and they don't want to give at the man they nothing. Or even if they give the man, they don't want the man to control them. Think about it. If you get up every day and feed somebody and clothe them and everything, you don't feel like the person waiting that person, they feel like their head. Them is just a contributor, them just a nice person who's contributing to a cause, or somebody who needs something, and then I look in return. No, them are gonna want to when it's lucky eye, and when to keep the lid them open, when to use the toilet and when not to, and yet them are gonna want to have a lock up in them house and you can't go nowhere, and that's what it comes with. So if you're not willing to work your own self and do a 9 to 5 or nurture a skill or something that can create income for you, you're going to end up over this. So over this, you're going to end up because everybody like nice things. Solomon said the eyes will always want. So when another style, you want this style, and when you not work to facilitate the lifestyle, you have a next man to eat out and a man to facilitate the lifestyle, it becomes a problem. When you are not adhering to certain rules, it becomes a problem. We can't act like so we don't know certain things. It bothers me when people walk around and act like headless chickens, like you're just walking and you're not acting. Life's serious now. I believe it has always been serious. But like I say, how life is now, it has created a lot of access to people and information and certain things. We have so much dumb people. Yeah? Honestly, my pages are public because of what I do. Had it not been for CC Lane and nothing but the truth, my page them lock up like how me lock up my 2 foot them. And everybody would have access. And even though they're open, I'm still not easily accessible. I'm very selective in what I choose to do with my time and with whom I choose to give it. Very, very, very selective. So, occasionally, I'll hear that I'm hype, I'm going out better than people. That is not the case. I just feel like I deserve my time or my attention and I won't give it to you. You can't walk up and go Oprah door. Furthermore, you can't even go Oprah door front. You probably can't even go up on Oprah street. But let's say you could probably go her door or doorway. You can't walk up and tell her say you want to talk to her. Then people are restricted, then people are limited, restricted, access denied. We have to believe, we have to understand the lifestyle that everybody work with time and with attention. Yeah? Yeah, we can't out there, but we not have to be out there. The scripture said Jesus was in the world, but he wasn't of the world. I can be on social media, but not be off or for social media. Yeah? Because you're not going to have no easy access to me. Because I am aware that there is the life of good and evil out there. I don't know which one you choose. I don't know. People are so deceptive nowadays. The duplicity that is behind some people's persona is it's hard to believe when it's detected. Like, you say to yourself, then that's so long, that's somebody the bad man, me, so long that person I never like me, I never know. And it's not that you're naive, but it's just because of how you were probably were cultured or socialized, to always see the best in people. We've been always to see the best in people. And as some really eye-opening situations, it took for me to realize that good girl, you're very, very smart and you're knowledgeable, but you're going like you have no sense. What is street smartness then are you? Like this morning, I dreamt a snake. 4 years ago, I dreamt a snake. And I remember vividly because snakes are not something that I dream of regularly. Furthermore, me a girl, me not to dream. To owe me 10 hours I got my bed go sleep. I don't have time for busy. I dream. I have time for sleep, wake up and go do what I have to do. So 4 years ago, I dreamt a snake, and it was the person who deceived me was a very, very close friend who I helped in so many, many different situations. I dreamt the snake, but me never did to a preach. And a few days later, the deception arose. 2 years ago, so that was 2018. 2020, I dreamt another snake. I dreamt that there, I was back in, and it's always back in Jamaica. I had a book bag, and the book bag was done. What time, guys? Okay, may have a few more minutes. I had a book bag, and the book bag, I had it sitting down on a table at my home in Jamaica, and the snake just, like there was a little peak, a little opening, and the snake came through it. One of my friends and I had, we had a huge fallout because I don't want to see. I don't want to, it was a lot of deception going on, our hate or, unsettling. I guess there were, they had some things that were unsettling, things that I did or, me being me was unsettling to them. And, them just, we just, we that happened. This morning, may I sleep, or last time I sleep into this morning, I dreamt a snake again. But as opposed to the snake just being there, this was different. I dreamt that, my day I'm in Jamaica, and, of course, I have a dream, then I go relate them to my mother. And, somebody said to me, like, the person was bothering me, and I said, we're not going ahead and allow me. And the person was heading out, and the person said to me, I don't even know who the person was, I just know it was a male figure. And the person said to me, since you have a snake in your yard. I'm saying, which part? And he took a stick, and he held up the snake like this, but the snake was wrapped, it was wrapped around another animal. To be honest, I don't know what the animal was. The dream never so clear. But we just know that the snake was in the grass and he took up the snake. And I was saying to myself, then look how the snake could have just crawl up to the back door and bite me. That's what I said to myself. My mother always tell me, say, reptiles are enemies when you have dreams of them. So when you dream frog, when you saw them ugly frog, snake, lizard, and something, they're enemies. And it's funny enough that in recent times, I've chosen to not deal with a lot of people who I used to deal closely with. And I don't know if you hear Drake, the song where Drake said, he's been losing friend and finding peace, and it sounds like a fair trade to him. I've lost people, whether it was me who did the cutting off or they who did it, but I've been finding peace. A whole heap of peace. I'm not telling a lie. It sounds like a fair trade to me. And when and that dream was in the on the brink of this morning because when I woke up, it was probably like a little minutes either after 6 or to 6. I don't really remember. And I woke up and I took up my phone and I saw a sign. And I said, Father, if you not try to show this naive, big-head, big body girl a sign, me don't know what else I try. And, you know, I know some things, but I know that knowledge is power. So is it true? Me not really the dramatic type. You're not gonna really hear my name, sis. If you even hear C, say, and C, I know it's not gonna be nothing of a certain kind of nature. It's not going to be anything degrading or demeaning. And if you do hear it, possibilities, I probably did not say it. Right? So, I have a little knowledge of a situation. And I'm like, knowledge of power. I'm not going to read. But I just realize that people just take with themselves. Because I pray, me as a father, just protect me and the evil where headed in my direction. Whether it's from people who I know or people who I don't know. Father, divert it. Do I divert, Father, and cast it out there's a fire in a one desert or in the pit of hell or out there's a fire out in the sea when a fish or an animal not there. And them something me I ask Father for, Yeah? Because I realize that me can't see it all. Me don't know it all. But is the hatred and the jealousy real? Yes, it is real. Is the evil real? Yes, it is real. And so I don't know who will come around and pretend as if they are with me and they are for me and will try to do things to me. We see how Selena died. We saw how Selena died. Our very, very close friend turned accountant. Our accountant turned friend kill her. And how many times we hear about friend killers and what if at times when people dead, we know about situations and we know say people but them know lead them night. Because when Bob Marley say enemy can't hurt you, You understand me? Bob Marley said, somebody said, don't know quote me. I don't lie. You understand me? I don't lie. I'm saying only your friend can leak your secret because your enemy not there so close and don't know nothing about you, don't know no facts about you. You understand me? I'm saying I dream that snake them and I take up my phone and I see something and I say, Father, you see if I know you this and I nobody else. And may I find peace, man. May I find peace? I'm tell myself say no, cause me not allow nobody for disturb it. Me not give nobody them permission then. You get your life to live, you go do anything you want to do with it. Me not give no permission to come disrupt my life. And if me, people know me. We tell you when me see drama come, from me see the deer come around the corner, me even wait for see the army run gun. Me afraid that drama bad. Me not the dramatic type at all. People are just not real. You just have to be careful. Like you can't just walk around with a 3 point so and I left it careless. You can't think to yourself say everybody love you and everybody for you. You can't think say everybody where I pray you or emulate you. You have to think otherwise. Like we don't really want to say boy, we don't really want to walk around with it for say boy, paranoid to say about this and that. But a little paranoia is not bad. A little paranoia not bad, none at all. You understand me? So we just have to be careful at all times. Young ladies with a nice body and a nice lace with the baby ear, they were well slayed and they will put makeup or sit down on the face. Be careful. There are both men and women out there who are not admiring you because they want to emulate you. They're admiring you because they want to be you or they want to be with you. And when they can't be you or can't be with you, then they get rid of you. Think up. Be wise. Use social media for things that can help you to enhance your life. Use it to showcase your talent, your skills. Yes, what me use social media for do? Over TikTok, I start one whole cooking channel over there. Me there so on Facebook and Instagram, I use it to inspire. WhatsApp, similar. Like not too long ago, I was exercising right before the show, and one of my mentees, she reached out to me and she was like, see, you post these videos and they encourage me or them push me to go work out. You need to do it more. And my response to her is that, honestly, I work out almost every morning, probably for like 10, 15 minutes, no more than that. I do, a lot of, equipment. I have my weights. So, whatever I can do with the weights, that's what I do. And so I know people out there, genuinely respect, me for what I do. But on the contrary, come on, I know. And that's why, there are certain things that I will post on my WhatsApp. So, if you're not a friend, then you won't see certain things. And certain things I put out there in the public, for people who don't know me and, are seeking, solace in somebody who, boy, they know, say, them come to me with certain things that I stay for people who are seeking, inspiration, for people who are seeking somebody to emulate, somebody decent, somebody who's of good moral character, somebody who has a moral compass and won't lead them to their demise. So, me use social media for the good. Me no use social media for things where go draw too much attention to me. You understand me? Me just try to use it for more like to make some money, showcase the talent. You never, like, for me, most of the events that I host, I've never hosted an event for somebody who I know personally. Whenever I get my local wedding them or my parties them, it's always somebody will follow me on social media. And to be honest, I don't have a lot of videos of me hosting because most time when I go host, we don't really have nobody for record and but people just, I guess, them see the vibe and they must say, yo, that girl, she probably can do her thing. And the first time somebody reached out to me to host a wedding, I was like, they must be crazy. Unless they don't want to have a happy wedding. And I said to the person that, I do public speaking, but I've never hosted before because, it requires, a different kind of, what's the adjective that I'm looking for? It requires a different kind of energy. Me coming here to speak to you with a topic that I have, in my head, as opposed to me trying to entertain somebody for a wedding. It requires a different skill set. And when I did that wedding, I think it was 2019 or 2020. And when I finished, somebody walked up to the groom's best man. The groomsman, he walked up to me and he said, "You can't tell me that the first day I was on wedding." And I said, "It is." I didn't say a two lie. I wasn't trying to convince him, but I did that well. And so for me, it's a great thing that people can see me and believe in me. To be honest, there are things that I do now that had I not been on social media, I don't think I would have seen certain things in myself. A lot of things you guys saw in me before I saw it in myself. Case in point, hosting. I never saw myself being a host for any event. Back even in high school and university, I was the one who got up on a desk and I sing. And I was always an entertainer, but I never saw it on such a large scale. I never saw myself hosting events and emceeing events for people who I don't know. Even coming December, I have a wedding to host not too far from here. Somebody will follow me on social media. The event that I hosted a few weeks ago, on social media, the people know me from. You understand me? So me try to use social media to showcase my talent. A talent when I think now will come with so much hate and grudge. But let's say I took social media and I used it to showcase my dolly body. Yeah? And I like so I can't buy one and 2 weeks, but me not think it right to take all of my money and buy just to come show up on social media and show. And so that probably lead me down one part of it. I forgot can out one man. Forget that fancy lifestyle. I cannot 1, 2, 3 man. Because sometimes man, the man don't have no money, And I think that piss them off. When you take last and gain and can't get no nothing, it becomes a problem. So I have got choose a lifestyle and then it will come around a certain kind of something that probably led me to be more I say a little bit more, means not promiscuous any other. So that probably led me to be more promiscuous, to be deceitful, and certain things. They're just not a part of me. They're just not a part of me. So yes, social media has its good and its bad. What are you gonna use it for? Like I said, this is a platform where you don't have to pay for advertising. So you can put out your something and all when nobody not like it, people are see. That's why me not go offer likes. Me not go offer likes and then look up metrics that was Facebook and social media use. Me will go up on the behind the scene when they tell us that this amount of people it reach. And you understand me? Because that means more than the likes that you're seeing. Don't get caught up into the likes. People are seeing your things. Post it. All if I want someone to like it, that is enough. Look for your metrics, them and see how much people love it. That sorry, see how much people it reach. Sorry, that is what is important. What time is it? What time is it? 8:21. We have 9 more minutes. And them something that we are pre. We not pre the whole heap of comments and oh you look so this and you look so that and you seeking service of self and because they want people it's just like you're feeding into what people say. And yeah, some people when they post you see them not get no likes and so on something then depressed by there was an article a few months ago or probably sometime last year of this young lady who killed herself because she didn't get enough Instagram likes. And I say father to the case. Father, take the case and take the pillow right now. Me sleep on the bed. I mean, even got ground. Take the whole mattress. Can you imagine? This is what social media is doing to people. Don't let it be you. Do not get caught up in the social media life where you feed off of likes and love and the comments. And if you not get them, you amplify your behavior. If you make sure say you're not doing nothing wrong and lose yourself. I didn't, back when I just started this 7 years ago, social media was completely different. But now in this current era, I don't let certain things get to me. Look on people who have millions of followers and I struggle to get 1,000 likes. You think that because 1,000 people now see them things? No. It just means of the million people who are watching out their things, I just 1,000 of them brave enough and respectful enough to say, yo, me see a thing, I like it, I acknowledge it. Like my husband was telling me, he actually sent me a video the other day of this girl. She has over 1 million Instagram followers. And she held an event. I think she does, like she did some, she's, oh my God, I don't remember, but she's very adept in what she does. She creates these little beads, then like a bead is something that, like bracelets and necklaces and waist beads and them something there. And she held an event and not even one somebody. If you're not Jamaican, it means person. Not even one person showed up. Okay? Over 1 million followers on Instagram, but not one person showed up to support her. What I tell you now? Like I always say, majority of the support we get, 99% of the support we get are from people who don't have no business in knowing. Are people who don't know, people that have no business in supporting me, but they support me regardless. I mean, I feel like they support me because they're sorry for me. Them support me, they're going to buy a shirt or two because them see the quality, them like it, they're going to buy a shirt or two. Yeah, they're going to get them a Jamaica and they want to show up them Jamrock, they're going to buy a shirt. You understand me? They want the only greatness suit because CC rock it and they look nice and they're going to rock it. They want a book because they want like inspiration, so they're going to jump on Amazon and they're going to search a race by Crystal Cornwall Lane. You understand me? It's just something where it's not that they're feeling sorry for me, but it's just whatever it is, however way the help come, however way the help come, it's for a genuine reason. So Cece, how does the money aspect of social media work? Girl, I don't know because Facebook, I can't monetize my video them over here, so I mean, I make money here, so I don't pay much any at all. But for YouTube, I used to make more money on. I used to make money on YouTube. I don't know because when I refuse to go over there, go follow me and watch me video them over there. So I not really make no money over there. Big up anybody who watch me on YouTube right now. YouTube pays. TikTok, I'm getting a little change over there. I know not much because I don't have that big following. I have like 13,000 people over there, which is great. Coming from 1,000 probably like a year ago or so. In less than 2 months, I gained over 12,000 followers on TikTok. Instagram is stuck at 8,000. I may struggle to reach double figures. I don't follow the page over there neither. Like I said, Facebook is a dirty platform where if they take me a fight now, but I don't move to create one next account. I would have just call it a day because they told me that I've gone against community standards, which I can't explain to me. Or when all of my content original, and if I do post something that's well, when I post something enough for me, it would probably be like music or so. I do make a disclaimer. Facebook has been stringent with me for no reasons apparently. And what I noticed with Facebook, people can just dislike you and report you, and then them are gonna send a message say this and that. Facebook is not for the people. And if they block me tonight, it would have it's fine. Me gonna speak up my mind. And I've reached out to Facebook on so many different occasions. Why can't I verify my page? I have more than enough people to verify my page. Why me can't monetize? Me don't want money too. But it's true, me now make Zuckerberg and him look up pestilence and keep me down. I still come here and I do what I do. So I don't make money off the platforms per se, but what I do is I use it to advertise my qualities and my skills and my products and my services, and that's how I make money. I make money from people who want immigration services, or people who need my notary services, or people who needs my hosting services, or people who no remember if I forget the book, I'm gonna put it on yes and you see it crawl underneath the screen, or people who want shirts or other items. That's how me make money. Me not make money off of social media don't pay me. Cause if I them for me, I forgot sell my body parts them. Yeah. When I'm a kidney, my two kidney them, my liver and sell service and something I'm not willing to sell. You understand? Me even give away for free, me even give away willingly much less. So yeah. But I'm just saying that you can use it as a medium to advertise, your qualities, your products, your skills, your whatever it is, your business in general. You can use it because it's a platform really free. I mean, there are times when you can boost your things. Initially, I used to boost. I'm telling you, I'm not get Facebook one, not even a penny. Facebook not get that dime off of me. Me not get no free, not get no from me neither. And I realized back then when I used to boost my posts, I never used to get as much reach as when I never used to boost them. And so I don't boost things anymore. I post a video and it's gonna go. People are gonna watch it. People are gonna see it. People are gonna like it. People are gonna share it. But I continue to do this, and not just because of advertising sake, but I do it because I love it. I genuinely love what I do. And it has opened a lot of doors for me. So I'm grateful. So I use this platform in a sense where it benefits me, and I think it's more to my good than to my detriment. But a lot of people it's the converse for them, because the kind of advertisement that they put out here, it's more direct into self as opposed to a business. And like me say, when Fox can't get the grip, him say so and him kissing teeth and then walk away. But you have one next Fox who can't get the grip and just go get mad and chop down the whole of the grape tree. I cut the whole of the grapevine them. You understand me? So we just have to be careful and be mindful of how we use this platform. It is really, really sad. When you jump on Instagram and Facebook now, for the past few days, it's Anika, rest in peace, SIP. And it's really, really sad. It's nothing to smile about. Like I said, I could have never eat nobody to the point to me kill them. So no girl could not take my man and me eat them. So for them to kill them. No, nobody could take my money if me have that kind of anger. Then I go kill them. 10 brother, 10 different minds. Me just I said that to me couldn't do that to nobody. But it is really, really a sad thing. All we can do is just rest in peace. And what this go for show me to. I'm gonna tell you right before me go live on a life. Make sure it's pleasing to Uno. As long as I don't do nothing illegal and immoral, live your life for you. You know why? In about two to 3 weeks, a month max, people will stop talking about Anika, and it's going to be another topic. Nobody will remember Slickiana, for the vibrant pictures that she posted, and for the conversations that they had, and for the parties that they went together. People will have a memory of it, but it won't be the main topic anymore on social media. It's going to be something else. Pray to God, it's none of us, and it's that if it's even us, it is nothing sad. It wouldn't have been anything about a death or something. But in a few weeks to a month, people will stop talking about her. It's gonna be something else or somebody else, and that's that. So why would you want to spend a single day of your life worrying about what other people are thinking about you? Live your life for you. Social media has taught me, a whole heap of bad mind people have taught me that me can't please everybody. I attempted to be a people pleaser back then, but then I realized that I can't be it, because people, some people happy, some people unhappy, but I was always left unhappy. I mean, I say, for my one life for me get, me can't please everybody. It not gonna work. As long as me happy, me good. So as long as you're not doing anything illegal and immoral, live for you. Don't attempt to please anybody. That's suicide. Live for you. Make it be, say, if God forbid you're meeting a one bad accident or you get a bad sickness or something terminal or something, physical, you are able to lay down and reminisce on the good moments that you've had, the life that you've lived. Let it not be that you sit down with a good life, you're healthy and you're strong and you're worried about where Nana Mac over the have to say about you, where Alisa have to say about you, or where CC have to say about you. Where that I go? None of we not put food on your table. None of we not put none of we not responsible for the roof over your head. None of we not pay your phone bill. None of we not wipe your tears when you cry. None of we not be your shoulder for the needs somebody shoulder for limp and no. So live for you. Make people go on. Because misery love company. The uneducated love company, the non-ambitious love company, every kind of misery and situation out there love it. Positivity love positivity. Likes attract each other in this case. It's not physical, it's the opposite attract. Likes attract in this case. So if you're out there and you do your thing and you realize that the environment is not suitable for you, get out, get away, because hate and jealousy is real. And like I said when I opened the show, there are times when we're hated for things that are innate. There are times when we're hated for gifts that God gave to us that we have no business in even deserving, but because He's a giving God and He gave it to us, and people are hateful and envious of us for it. Be mindful, be selective. Be exclusive. Stop being for everybody and anybody. Stop being there for everybody. Stop being there sometimes. Sometimes you have to just lock off yourself from people and from the world and just go nurture yourself. Because like I say, I know everybody out there for you. And do not get carried away with the social media life. Yes, it provides us with a lot of communication and a lot of insight, but on the converse, it does a lot of harm. I mean, I want to hear say, boy, I want to gone a certain way. All right, as usual, it's a pleasure having you guys, tuning in and being here, showing up. I'm trying to keep it consistent. It has been going good so far. So I'm just gonna continue doing my do. If you just joined, thank you so much for joining. Welcome. If you haven't started following me, the platforms are under there on the crawl on the screen. So just start follow me, especially for YouTube people. No going over there, so the money there, over there, so more want it, yeah. Yeah, so if me could get all 80 toes now, which we know that some people did. Me know that some people Bex and gone. If they have all I know follow me over YouTube, life for that extremely nice. Life nice, no, but life for that extra nice. So just follow me up on the platform them and reach out for any one of the products or services them. And thank you so much for supporting CC. Keep safe. I just love and just go and big up on yourself. So not till I go take you out. I always can't get this.
Ayo, not alone. Represent CC Live. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want to need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to log on to CC Live. You want to listen every word. When CC attack, you don't inspired. Put up on a natural life, and the truth will not lie. Show if you active in your life like many verbs. Yes, she makes sure say you happy with CC Life. You don't need no TV. Put up your phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And they have to show no if no but on maybe. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Life. She inspires, so make sure say you want to need to see life. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to see life.
Yo, Mr. I love that song. You're going to bed. Not tell me, can't tell you thanks enough. Big up your nice, clean self. One of the badder artists them in Jamaica, or one of the baddest. But you know, I don't think he gets the exposure that he deserves. I love the song so much, and I know y'all love it too. So I'm just gonna play it one more time to take us out, and I'll see y'all next week or during the week. But big up on yourself and stay safe. That's all.
Hola! Ayo, Natello, represent CC Live. CC said she ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Live. She inspired, so make sure say you want to need to CC Live. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to log on to CC Live. You want to listen every word. When CC attack, you feel inspired. Put up on a natural life, and the truth may not lie. Show if you active in your life like any verbs, yes. She make sure say you happy with CC Life. You don't need no TV. Put up your phone, get ready to enjoy CC. And they have to show no if no but, and maybe. She ready to educate, so make sure you log on to CC Life. She inspires, so make sure say you want to need to CC Life. She will entertain too, only for you. And when you want motivation, just listen to her talk. Make sure say you want to CC Life.